I got some good stuff for you here. Yeah. Mr. Ford Escape was becoming a problem. We'll have to put him out. I'll get back to that one. Buying a car today that no one ever takes care of. And what do I mean by that? Buying a used car today that nobody takes care of. Gas and go, gas and go. Every warning light's on. Yep. Hold on, parts fell off my car. Let's not fix it. That's what I mean. Gas and go, gas and go. Falling apart at their hands and feet. And they trade it in. And then you buy it. I don't know why used car dealers, and I say this all the time, why do you continue to buy Volkswagen, BMW, and Audi? Complete piles of crap vehicles that you don't want to fix because you can't afford to. It ain't worth it. Here's the problem. In the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, most vehicles did not have so many different systems and electronics that fail and require maintenance, right? So we'll just take, I don't know, let's take 1970 small block Chevy or 1980s Ford. Really wasn't that many systems that could fail. We only had a handful of systems to operate that engine, and the technology wasn't that advanced. So what did you have? A breather for your PCV system, maybe a PCV valve, an air filter, and a fuel filter. There was no cabin filter. There was no air door actuators. There was no ambient air. There was no cabin air. There wasn't a lot of stuff that actually required to be repaired and maintenance. Okay? Oil changes in the old days was enough pretty much to keep your car going. Today's vehicles in the last 30 years require immense amount of repairs and maintenance. And guess what nobody's doing? Repairs and maintenance. So...
these cars are newer. They should be able to
What do you got here?
So this is from next door. They had it at the Dodge dealership and had the rear main fixed, and customer who bought it is saying that it's still leaking, or there's a leak.
So why wouldn't you just take it back? You took it to the dealer.
He said he wants us to look at it to make sure that it's the same thing that's leaking and it's not another leak before he plugs it out.
I would bet you the dealer probably build it for warranty or whatever and never even did it. I'm just speculating here. You know why the rear main seal's leaking? Because the original customer didn't change the oil regularly enough. He didn't maintenance it properly. And now you buy someone else's pile of crap. That's facts, dude. Buying today's cars have so many systems and so many maintenance procedures that need to be done sooner than later that nobody does.
I didn't know that.
This is a 4-cylinder turd?
Yeah.
Four-cylinder Jeep turd.
2.0 turbo.
Turbo.
I'm surprised Gary Turbo's from Baxter.
I know, but this little teeny tiny engine just doesn't have enough stink for longevity. Oh, and then put some big tires on it. It struggled to do its job in stock trim, and then you're going to go and modify it. Put some more wear on the transmission, differentials, cooling system, oil, turbocharger, all of it. All of it. I guarantee the customer never did shit to this car other than drive it.
Yeah.
And today's cars are so not worth it. Buying anything new technology. The dealerships, if you buy a brand new car, don't even tell you what gas to put in it. Sign on the dotted line. Oh, it's $800 a month for your Toyota Corolla. It's $1,000 a month for your new Jeep Wrangler, and they don't tell you what gas you're supposed to use. Even the proper maintenance schedules. Yeah, just change your oil every 10,000 miles. You'll be fine.
You don't need to use gas.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Because that's fresh leakage. That's
They didn't do the job.
That's not residual.
No, there's no way that the dealership pulled this apart and put it back together and look how dirty it is, and then not clean it up. Follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not the drain plug, is it? No, that's coming from above.
That's up higher. And it's got a red tint to it. That's not just oil.
I mean, somebody was in here with a bunch of zip ties, but I don't blame the dealership for that. What I'm saying, did you clean up any of the mess to say that this job was done? No, fuck no, they didn't. Absolutely not. Go up higher here. There's no way that this drip is possibly going up there, but it is possible. But if I'm doing a rear main seal, I'm changing the oil on your car.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a Mopar filter, so they might have.
unless it's the transmission pump seal. But why wouldn't you clean up all this mess? Like, look at all this. This is a mess.
Yeah.
This isn't like they cleaned up anything after they did the job. Like, what do you guys do? Charge the customers to clean up the mess so we can see what's going on. Could you imagine the car payment that this car costs to use for somebody? Because they put minimum down.
When I was looking before, it was hard to find a Jeep for $20,000 because that was about my budget. I wanted a stick Wrangler for 20 grand.
You can't get a decent stick Wrangler like from 20 years ago for barely 10 grand.
Well, exactly. So this in stick would go for probably around 30. Minimum interest rate is 6%.
All right, well, let me just say this. Hey,
Minimum.
Chris, here's your choices. We clean it up and diagnose it and see what and where they screwed up, or you just take it back, because to me it doesn't look like anything was done, let alone clean up the job. That's what you get nowadays, guys. This is what you're spending your money on in some dealerships. Blows my mind.